I'm so happy Game of Thrones is back.
I'm so happy.
So happy. I couldn't wait any longer. we finally watched it.
I was so excited.
We watched it twice.
Yes, and it was late.
It was late.
It was late, but we watched because you know when you watch an episode first time, you always gonna miss like a little something, like a little detail.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did.
Yeah.
You know, so it was good that we watched it twice.
I'm so glad we watched it twice because a lot happened this first episode back, season 8, episode 1. So we're gonna go through like the major points of this episode, and like you said, I'm so glad. There's so much that happened, but at the same time it fell short. But at the same time, I feel like not enough happened.
Yeah.
Like I thought more was gonna happen in this first episode. I thought somebody was gonna die this first episode. But you know what? I think it's kind of almost like the calm before the storm.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
setting everything up that's going to happen.
Exactly, setting everything up.
In season 8. So let's get right to the beginning. You know, Jon and Daenerys, Jon and Dany show up to Winterfell with all the troops marching. You know, people are lined up to see them. Arya was on the side. Jon didn't even see her. You know, and Jon showed up over there like a boss. Jon showed up like a boss.
With his queen.
With his future queen. Not the queen yet. Well, it is his queen.
She is the queen.
Yeah, I mean, he bent the knee. He bent the knee.
Okay,
that's true.
let's get this straight.
Okay, let's get this.
Bend the knee.
He did bend the knee. That's true.
Okay.
Showed up with the queen with 2 dragons like a boss. I love that grand entrance. And it was almost like a homage to the first episode of the first season where they showed up to Winterfell.
Exactly.
The Lannisters showed up to the
start. And that's how everything started in the first season.
So it's beautiful that they did that. You know, it comes full circle again. And what I found really interesting is that right in the beginning, that's the first time I think that Daenerys meets Sansa.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely the first time.
It's the first time that she is in Winterfell, and it's the first time that she is in this, environment with all these people that she never met.
Yeah.
I mean, she was always in the
South.
in the South, and all the, like, I don't know, crazy, like...
It almost looks like the Caribbean of the 7 Kingdoms.
Exactly.
You know?
So, I mean... Yeah, and Sansa was not happy.
She was not happy.
Holy moly.
There was tension right away.
There was a lot of tension.
There was some serious tension. You could feel it. They did not get a warm welcome to Winterfell.
No, they did not.
Right?
And I feel like everybody was just like, not welcome Daenerys. Because you know what it is? I mean, she is a very strong character,
She's
right?
a
very strong woman.
Yep.
Plus, I mean, she comes in with this crazy army and dragons. I mean, it's intimidating. So everybody's like, who is this woman?
But they like clashed almost right away.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And Daenerys, she's not going to like let herself either be abused or
oh, no,
hold
she's
back.
not going to back down. That's the Queen of Dragons right there.
I love the part when Sansa is like, so what do dragons eat? And then she's like, anything that they want.
Whatever they want.
So it's like, if you don't behave, they'll eat you up.
That was a clap back. Dany clapped back. That's right.
That was awesome.
Sansa was like, what do they eat?
Yeah.
Whatever they want, bitch.
Whatever they want. So, watch out.
I love that scene. I actually love that tension. But Sansa, she does a good job this episode.
She's awesome.
She does a good job. She's doing a good job of, she almost seems like a queen. At that point she is a queen because Jon was gone for who knows how long, and she's been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? And this new person shows up saying she's the queen. It's almost like, this ever happened to you? Like, you're at a job and then there's like a new boss all of a sudden, and you're like, who's this person? Like, where they been?
Yeah.
I've been holding it down this whole time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me how to do my job anyway. And let's not forget, when they all meet together, Bran is over there too, and Bran lets him know that, listen, we don't have time to mess around or worry about.
We don't have time with all these woman drama.
Listen, the Night King has a dragon. He has your dragon. He revived them, and we got to get to work.
Exactly.
Put the drama aside.
I'm sorry, but I kind of found that a little like weird how Daenerys, how they react. Because I would feel like if you told me I have my dragon is now a dead dragon, like nominated by the White Walkers, I would be like shot. But the reaction wasn't like that.
I don't
crazy.
feel like you're absolutely right. I don't feel like they reacted enough.
Like it's a freaking dragon.
Like they just found this out. They didn't know this before. Exactly. Like they knew that dragon died because they saw it die, but nobody there ever saw it revive. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they just really didn't react, I found that kind of weird. One thing that bothers me about this whole thing, right? This whole first episodes and even like the series so far, is that Bran is so knowledgeable and he can see the past, the present, maybe even the future.
I think he can see a little bit of the future.
But nobody's barely talking to him.
Yeah, like it's not important.
He's just on the side like a creeper sitting on his wheelchair. Nobody's really talking to him. He's over there staring at trees, and he potentially knows how to defeat the Night King. If there's one person that knows how to defeat the Night King, it's probably him, Bran, and nobody's talking to him.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Like, I feel like he can reminds, right? Yeah, he can like get into like
reminds. I don't know. He can't reminds, but he could go into the past, see past events, and he could control certain animals.
Exactly, that's what I meant to say. He can control the animals, right? And I don't know, but I feel like Bran is gonna be one of the main people. Like you said, he's like in the low, and nobody pay attention to him, but he's gonna like save everybody.
Oh no, he has a huge part in this series.
Yeah,
huge. And I think actually the Night King, I think his objective is to take Bran out because mentally he's the only one that can really stop him.
True.
That's at his level. Anyway, we got a lot to cover. Let's move on. Sansa and Tyrion. I love that scene.
Yes.
Sansa and Tyrion. Tyrion's like, oh, Cersei, she's going to bring her army up here and she's going to fight with us.
Yeah, okay.
And Sansa's like, I thought you were smart. I love that scene. I love that.
I looked at you as one of the smartest men I know.
Yeah, one of the cleverest men I ever met.
Like, do you believe her?
Right.
Like, seriously, you really believe that she's going to come here and fight with us?
I was like, oh, Sansa's a boss. I love that scene because you know what? She's absolutely right. And Tyrion, he fell off. How can he possibly think that?
Yeah, seriously, like she hates him, with her life.
Exactly. Why would she think that? Anyway. And moving on, Cersei's going. We're talking about King's Landing now. They cut back to King's Landing to see what Cersei's is up to, and Euron shows up with the fleet.
I can't stand that guy.
I can't stand him. He's a jerk. He's like really thirsty to get into bed with he's like pleading almost like I bought you an army. Can I get some love? You're not showing me any love. Oh God. Oh, so disgusting. And then they finally get it on, I guess, even though she's pregnant.
Exactly.
And then he's saying that he's gonna put a baby in her stomach, and so I guess she's not showing yet.
Yeah, but you can see that she was just repulsed and like she was just like, oh,
But she still gave him some.
Right, but it's just I don't think she really had another option because she needs him.
She needs the
ally to fight. She needs to have backup. So that's why she did it. But
you know what? Is it just me or this character Euron and Cersei's? There's something about it that just bores me.
It doesn't click.
It's just not for me. I just want to go back to what's going on in Winterfell.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. There's so many characters there that I felt like a lot of the time they spent with Cersei's and Euron, it kind of dragged and it felt like it took forever. And I just wanted them to cut out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I'm saying? Cut back to Daenerys and Sansa just going at it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too crazy about that part.
But there's one part that happened in King's Landing where Cersei's right hand brings this arrow thing to
to Bronn. Yeah, I was just gonna get to that. Yeah, he's in the brothel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's about to do
having
his thing.
Fun.
Right, having fun, and then he gets interrupted by Cersei's hand.
Right.
And he brings the little, I forgot what they call it, the arrow, not the arrow, I forgot what it's, the weapon.
Yeah, the one that Joffrey used to play with.
Right, and that killed
people.
And killed Tywin Lannister.
Right.
killed the father. You know what I'm saying? So Cersei's pretty much offered Bronn a lot of money to go kill her brothers, Jaime and Tyrion.
And and like that was one of the parts that we had to watch twice, because I feel like at the first we didn't get that part. Right. You know.
Right. The bow and arrow. The bow and arrow. So they bought the bow and arrow. I remembered. And he wants she wants him to use that weapon to kill the brothers. So, he's not going to turn that money down. You can't say no to the queen, but I don't think he's going to kill Jaime. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's going to take the money and he's going to run. Yeah. And I don't think he'll ever come back.
Yeah.
Because he's been screwed by them enough times already.
Yeah. He's not going to do it. But we'll see. I mean, that's in the future.
Yeah. And then another part, then they cut back to Jon and Daenerys.
Oh, shit.
Going on their little romantic date, flying around. That was
with the dragons.
With the dragons. That was the first time Jon gets on a dragon. And let me tell you, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Jon's always like very cool, very smooth operator, very king of the north.
Exactly, very strong and positive, North.
Let me tell you, when he got on that dragon, he looked like he was going to throw up. He was going to throw up.
He was like, oh,
he's I'm gonna fall. And what's worse is that Daenerys has it down packed. She's like, whatever. She looked like she's driving a Mercedes.
But she was enjoying. She was enjoying that so much.
And I think the dragon was messing with Jon too.
Yeah. But towards the end, he got to like learn how to ride it, and then he saw this like amazing waterfall.
He made a right turn.
And he made a right turn on the dragon and landed.
Parked the dragon.
And Daenerys was like, oh,
you know what I'm saying?
My God.
He like parallel parked the dragon right on point. What? That's when Daenerys was like, all right.
Give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss, and then they make out. And then the dragon's in the back creeping. Like, you better treat her right.
I find this, I think we mentioned it last night, that I found that they never really emphasized the dragons. And they're like so big part of this Game of Thrones. Yeah. And there's whenever you see the dragons, either like they're fighting or they're just like spending time with Daenerys. But you never see them in flying and action just for fun, And I thought that was clever that they did that.
It was nice. It was different. It was also like a different vibe, lighthearted. They're on kind of like this romantic date.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the dragons. It felt kind of nice.
Probably the only thing they're going to get after the end of this episode.
Exactly. They better enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a nice touch to this episode. It was a really nice touch. Yeah. It was really something different. And it was hilarious at the same time. Hilarious. I thought this episode was in a lot of ways funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to start off like rough and dark and like the Night King's coming. But no, it was kind of like a smooth, soft way to get into season 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, so moving on. Sam is there as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that's when it gets intense.
Daenerys, and the guy in the friend zone, that's the perpetual friend zone. Mm-hmm. Jorah. Mm-hmm. I almost forgot his name. Okay, and so Sam's like, nice to meet you, whatever. And Daenerys is like, you saved my friend. What can I do for you? Sam's like, I didn't return some books. Can you forgive me?
I stole some books. He's so cute.
He's like, I stole some books, blah, blah, blah.
And I stole something from my father's. And that's when it got intense.
And that's when it got intense, when he finds out that Daenerys
killed his father.
Killed the father. Not only the father.
And brother.
And the brother. And I've never seen Sam like that. That was good acting, by the way.
Yeah, that was really good acting.
You could feel Sam's pain.
And like when he got the news about the father, he got, he felt it, but because, he had this conflict with the father, right? So it wasn't like this relationship, this bond relationship. But his brother was, I guess he really loved his brother. And his brother was a good person. Right. And when oh my God, like he just got so...
Broke down.
And I think he got really angry.
And let me tell you, I think that's really going to backfire on Daenerys.
Yeah.
Because then right away, that scene right after that, Sam... runs into Bran, and Bran tells him, "Look, listen, it's time. It's time. You gotta go tell Jon," and he does it. And Jon finds out, and he's in disbelief. And Sam's like, "You gotta be the king." because you know what? I don't think you would have done what Daenerys did.
Right. Because what he focused on was that, Jon is like, well, you have to sometimes do things to let them know that you are a person of the wars. Mm-hmm. But then he's like, but you have forgiven people. You have not killed people, for the good. And, so he was just like...
He was shook. I don't think Jon really knew how to react to all this information and also to the fact. So it was like a double whammy for Jon. Number one, he's finding out he's the true king. He's finding out who his parents are. And then he's finding out that Daenerys killed Sam's family. And Jon never knew about that.
Right.
And Daenerys never told him about that. So that's going to be a major problem.
That's going to be a major problem.
Major problem. Mm-hmm. And I think Sam's telling him, you got to be the king, because the one thing about Jon Snow is he always knows how to do the right thing.
Yeah.
That's the main thing about his character compared to other characters in Game of Thrones. Jon, somehow, he has the moral compass.
Yeah, he does.
And I don't think, even though I like Daenerys, I don't think she did the right thing.
No, that was just to another level that she didn't have to take it.
She did.
And Tyrion told her.
Tyrion told her, don't do it.
Yeah, and don't do it, but she did it.
Yep. So. Another interesting scene, Arya and Gendry. And Gendry's building the weapons over there. Arya wants to create a special weapon.
For her.
And then there's some flirting going on over there. I think that's the first time I see Arya really flirting with somebody.
I know. Yeah. Like, she's a woman now. She's a older. Woman now. So it was fun to see her. And one of my favorite things, I don't know if one of my favorite things is having Jon and Arya reunite. That was just like, because that bond that they had when they were little, Jon always supported her, always looked at her for what she was. She was always this like rebel and like strong little girl and fighting, and he embraced that about her. And then the how you call the sword, that Jon gave her, and she still has it. It was just, for me, that was like one of, I think, my favorite part. Very touching moment.
It's funny how when they're comparing swords,
I know.
And Jon's like, look what I got. Mm-hmm. Very funny. Yeah. And then one of the last scenes, Tormund is in the north, and they go to this city, this town that's completely destroyed by the Night King, and they find the little boy nailed to the wall. It was the same little boy from the beginning. Remember, they were talking to him,
right?
That you got to go tell your people to bring support, to bring backup or whatever. So it turns out that they didn't show it, that the Night King stormed that city and killed everybody.
Oh my goodness!
And they nailed the little boy to the wall, which was, I've never seen something like that on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that was
crazy. And if you really look, and then on top of that, there was all these like body parts on the wall that were creating the symbol, and that symbol looked a lot like the Targaryen symbol. If you see the dragon symbol,
you're right.
It's a lot like that, and it kind of goes to my theory that I always thought that the Night King was a Targaryen in the past, because only Targaryens ride dragons.
Right.
And this Night King, he very quickly jumped on that dragon when he revived him, and knew right away how to ride this dragon. So I'm almost completely sure the Night King is a Targaryen.
It makes sense. And now he's going to go on war with two Targaryens, Daenerys and Jon.
Exactly.
Jon,
So Targaryen versus Targaryen.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to that scene, wasn't it funny when the Tormund and his people, they run into the other crew, and they're like, watch out, he's got blue eyes.
I always have blue eyes.
Hilarious. So even in the dark moments, there was still some comedy.
I know. And that's what you said. Like, I feel like this episode was awesome. And at the same time, it was just like, I don't know. It's usually so dark and so
serious.
So serious. But this one, it was like really funny. It had like really funny moments.
A lot of humor.
And a lot of like touching moments.
So. A lot of touching. It was well balanced.
Yeah,
it was really well balanced. Last scene, Bran sees Jaime when Jaime comes into the castle. I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh,
I can't wait.
I think that was like one of the strongest ways to end the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so much that's gonna happen because of that. It is so much. I mean, Jamie is coming to the Winterfell.
What is he thinking?
Supposed to be with Sansa, and he's in Winterfell. Like
I don't know what he's thinking.
United.
Honestly.
No, he wants to tell them that she's not coming to fight.
Oh,
first of all,
damn.
that's why he's there.
Oh, damn.
And he knows that if he doesn't unite with them, he's gonna die.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
Oh, man, but the consequences of him going there, something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a domino effect. It's gonna be crazy.
Anyway, this episode's very long, but it was worth it.
It was worth it. I enjoyed talking about it.
I know, me too.
I really enjoyed talking about it.
We're gonna try to do this. So, to just recap the episodes and our points of each part.
Because there's only 6 episodes in this last season, so each one we're gonna try to do a recap and talk about our favorite moments. Let us know what you think about this episode. Let us know what you think about the first episode of season 8, and thank you for watching, guys.
See ya, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, hit that subscribe.
Hit the like button.
Peace out.
Bye.